All right, so the first card you've got for your past is this Page of Swords. Now this feels quite angry, out of control. It feels like someone's watching you. It feels like someone's up there watching you. They're up on this big hill. They're looking all brave. They're looking all bold. And yeah, this feels like a love connection or an ex-love connection. And they're really watching you. And the big thing I'm getting here with them is I'm really getting this. I'm watching them. I'm seeing them. Actually, they're doing really well without me. This is what they're thinking. Oh, they're doing really well without me. I thought they'd fall apart without me. I really thought they'd fall apart without me, but no, they're not. They're actually going okay. And it's almost like they can't bear to see you doing well. That's what I'm getting. They're really angry. They're really upset. You know, this Page is, you know, thrashing this sword around. He's kind of on shaky ground with this mound that he's on. It's all mossy, so it's really unstable. It could fall off. That's how they feel. Very, very unstable, very angry, very unhappy with you, because they thought that when they broke up with you, you'd fall apart. And it's really interesting because if you look down this row here, down on the left, you've got the 8 of Wands and then you've got the 5 of Wands. So the 8 of Wands is how you're doing. You're actually flying. You're actually okay. You're doing fine. But they thought you were going to be like the 5 of Wands, this kind of big messy chaos, and they're not like that. Actually, that's what they're like. They're all chaotic in their head. They're all angry in their head. They're all wound up in their head. And they feel as if you're messing with their head, but I don't think you are. I don't think you're meaning to mess with their head. It's just them seeing you doing okay without them. That's what's messing with their head. That's what I'm getting there. And there's a little bit of, it doesn't feel like jealousy. It doesn't feel like jealousy, but there's a little bit of, oh, I missed out on that. I missed out on a bit of that. I wanted them to do well with me there, but with me not being there, or when I go, I want to see them fail. That's kind of what I'm getting there. So yeah, really awful. There's a little bit of, more than a little bit actually, there's a bit of controlling there as well. It's kind of like, I'll help you, I'll do this for you, I'll do this thing for you, I'll do this for you and that for you. But actually the reason why they want to do this and that for you is so that they can control certain areas and certain parts of that. I'm not sure whether they actually got that far with you. It feels like you felt that about them. You started to feel this, okay, this feels really a little bit smothering. It feels a bit like something not quite right here. And you've got a really, really strong sense, a radar for people doing wrong for you. And it's done you really well in the past. So you know when someone's like that with you, you can feel that. And I think what happened was suddenly you felt this with this person. You felt like, no, this isn't right. I'm being controlled. I want my own autonomy. I want to be able to control what I'm doing. Sorry, I'm trying to say this. I'm stumbling on words. So, because I'm feeling really angry. I really hate people controlling me. I'm like that myself. So, yeah, this person felt that they could do things for you and control certain aspects. That's kind of what I'm getting. And now that you've broken free of that, because if you look at this 8 of Wands, it's totally free, flying through the sky. I've broken free of all that, not three. They're looking at that and they're saying, oh, they're free of me. And actually, I don't want them to be free of me. I want to be a part of them. I want to ride high with them. I want to fly with them. I want to fly with them. Look at this Page. There's all these birds flying above his head. They want to fly. They want to go somewhere and they can't. They're stuck where they are and they're watching you flying. They're watching you flying with this 8 of Wands here. And they're saying, that's not fair. I want a bit of that. So it's almost like they wanted a little bit of you or a part of you or something like that. And they couldn't get that. And you just escaped that. And yeah, once someone brings that up to you, once you feel that with someone, you're off. It's like, no, I'm off. I'm flying away. I'm running away. I do not want that, whether that's with a love connection, a friend, anyone in your life who makes you feel like that kind of controlled, squashed, claustrophobic feeling. And anyone that gives you that feeling, you're off. It's like, bye-bye, I'm off. I'm the 8 of Wands, I'm flying away. So that's kind of what I'm getting there. But yeah, they don't like the position they're in. It looks like they're with someone else. It looks like maybe they're not happy with that person they're with. They're not happy. They're there out of obligation. I'm getting that. And this is what I'm getting. They wanted to catch you. They wanted to catch you, because I keep on seeing this flying with this Eight of Wands. That's you. They wanted to catch you, and they couldn't catch you. They couldn't catch you. They couldn't keep you. So they caught someone else. But they're not all that happy with where they are and who they have, because they actually wanted you. That's what I'm getting. They actually wanted you, and they couldn't get you because they tried to catch you. They tried to squash you. They tried to tame you. That's what I'm getting. You've got Strength card there with that taming. So yeah, they missed their chance with you. They missed their chance with you. And the big thing I'm getting here is what's running through their head. It's this, I can't believe they're doing so well without me. I can't believe they're okay. I can't believe they're surviving without me. You're more than surviving, you're thriving. So yeah, the other thing I'm getting here is with this Eight of Wands and this Five of Wands. Keep on doing whatever you're doing in your work. You're doing something in your work. You're doing quite well. You might not feel as if you're doing as well as you're actually doing, because I've got a bit of a difference between what's happening physically and where your confidence is. So, you know, to them, to this Page of Swords, this axe, they're looking at you and they're saying, oh, they're doing amazing. They're doing so well. You're not quite feeling that on the inside. You're not quite feeling that on the inside. Now, you've definitely got potential to go further than you're going. That's fine. But, you know, okay, I'm just looking at this Five of Wands here. I'm just looking at this a bit more carefully. Now, there's lots of competition. So it might be that in this job or your career or this business or whatever this is, there's a lot of competition around you. And you always feel as if you need to be ahead of the competition. That's what I'm getting. It's this kind of, you know, all these people are all striving for the same thing. And this Five of Wands, they're all battling, they're all fighting. I need to be ahead of them. How am I going to get ahead of them? There's that kind of feeling. And to people looking at you from the outside, again, I'm getting this, they don't see what's inside you. They think that you're fine and you're thriving and there's no problem and you don't have any problem with competition. You're not worried about what anyone else is doing, but you actually are on the inside. That's what I'm getting. Now, I'm getting this really, really strong message here. Don't blend in. Don't change what you're doing. Stay true to yourself. Because it feels like maybe, and usually you're like that. Usually you're very unique. You like to do your own thing. You don't like to follow other people. But I think recently I'm getting this little bit of a lack of confidence. And I'm getting this little bit of, you know, other people are doing this. They're doing well. Maybe I should change what I'm doing. Maybe I should follow this crowd a little bit. Maybe I should be doing what they're doing. Don't do that. That's the message in this card. Because have a look at this card. I'll lift it up so you can see. So everyone in this card on the right of the card, they're all kind of bundled in together and they're all kind of locked in together. They're all kind of in this big mess. The person on the left, his wand's up in the air. He's the one who's doing something different from everyone else, if you look at that. And if you look at his wand, it's up above everyone else's. So if you do what you want to do, if you're unique, if you stay true to yourself, you'll be ahead of everyone else. You'll be ahead of everyone else. And again, look at that wand on the left-hand side. It's pointing up into the Eight of Wands. So it's pointing up into the action, into the movement, into moving further into where you want to go. So I just wanted to show you that. So if you're tempted to follow other people, if you think, oh, they're doing actually really well, they're doing this and they're doing that, and everyone else is doing that, and maybe I'm not doing as well as I want. No, you follow you. That's the message in that card. So I won't say any more about that. Okay. All right. So the first card you've got for your present is the Six of Swords. Yeah. So yeah, just looking at the spread, you can see this really clearly again. You've got this Page of Swords on the left, who's really angry, really unhappy. They don't like the fact that you've moved away, which is what this is about, moving away from the chaos, moving away from the stress, getting into something a lot smoother, a lot calmer. And definitely when you're by yourself, if you're single, obviously, definitely when you're by yourself, you feel at your calmest, which is really strange because you do, you love love, you love being in love, you love that feeling some of the time. But when it turns into stress, when it turns into being controlled, of course you don't like that as an Aries. You're a lone ranger, you want to be on your own. So especially when you've got this kind of person around you. So you're moving away in the Six of Swords. And have a look at this. This is really interesting. It's really funny, actually. They're up on this big mound, in the Page of Swords. And it looks like they're deliberately turning the other cheek. Then they're facing the other way. You're moving away. You're getting to where you want to go in the Six of Swords. And they're looking the other way and they're saying, oh, I'm not watching them. I'm not looking at what they're doing. I'm doing my thing. I'm up on this big hill and I know what I'm doing. But actually, they're watching you. They're watching you. They're unhappy, but they're putting on this big show that they're not. That's what I'm getting. So that's really amusing. It's probably not if you're a cross-watcher, I'm sorry. But that's kind of what I'm getting between those two there. It feels like maybe when you were with this person, this ex, you felt a little bit watched for some reason. I'm just getting this feeling of people watching you, maybe judging you, putting pressure, watching what you were going to do. It feels quite public for some reason. It feels like maybe they said lots of things about you, they told people things about you, and you're like, well, I just want to keep that to ourselves. Don't talk about that, please. I'm private. I'm private. I don't want that all everywhere. And lots of things were kind of out in the open. You felt quite uncomfortable about that. I'm getting that as well. So a lot about this person feels very, very controlling. I'm getting that again here. And making you feel quite uncomfortable. So you felt quite uncomfortable around this person. But you've learned from that, I think. You've really learned from that time. You've learned from that experience. Yes, something I'm getting here is they came in with a bang, this person. It's like lots of passion, lots of love. Oh, this is amazing. And they went out with a bang. And they gave you a bang because you're like, wow, now I'm seeing what they're like. I don't want them anymore. Goodbye. So you left them quite quickly. It all happened very quickly. It started quickly. It ended quickly. That's what I'm getting. And, you've got the Queen of Swords across here as well. So you're naturally wary of people. But I think after this person came along, you're even more wary of anyone who is going to come along. And if you're single, you're still like that. You're still quite wary. You're still careful of who you have near you, especially relationships. But I'm just looking at this boat again in the middle with the Six of Swords. And also I'm looking at the Star card under that. There's someone, they might not be physically around you, but it looks like this is someone you talk to. It looks like this is someone you're very, very familiar with. I'm getting lots of talking. You talk to this person. Swords can be words sometimes, so I think you're talking to this person. There's a potential love connection there with this person, with someone you're talking to. Now, there's no fireworks here. There's no big bang or anything like that. And I think with Aries, that's what you look for. You look for that big passion up front and then things going from there. But I think with this connection, it actually feels the opposite. It feels like a slow friendship, a slow drift into love, not even realizing it's there. And then you gradually drift into this and then you realize, oh, this person was in front of me all the time. I didn't even realize that because there weren't any great big fireworks there. But I think with you, that's good for you. That's a good thing for you because you're always looking for that. You're looking for the fireworks, the passion. That's what Aries is like. But I think sometimes, you want that. But the other side of that is it's a little bit scary for you as well. And this person's not scary at all. They're very calm. They're very caring. And, the experience you've had with this big fireworks and passion and all that before, it hasn't worked for you. This is going to work for you. And true love, it's about that. It's about slow, calm, fitting in, feeling comfortable. I know that sounds boring to an Aries, but this is a really, really good fit for you. It's someone who's around you now. It's someone who's talking to you right now. I'm getting this really strong feeling of fitting in, not now, but gradually. And I think throughout your life, you've had a problem with fitting in. And you don't mind not fitting in, I can see that. But with this person, with this love connection that's around you, when you finally come together with them, you're just going to feel like, I just fit in with this person. I just fit in. It just feels normal. It just feels natural. It just feels right. And, you've got this star card under this. Obviously, she's naked, so it's natural. And, it's just, she's just herself. She's just being herself. She's naked. There's no problem here. And very, very comfortable in her own skin. And that's how you're going to feel with this person when they come in. Now, again, looking at this star card, you don't realise that there's love there. You don't realise there's love there because this star's behind this woman. It's not in front of her. It's such a beautiful big golden star. If it was right in front of her, she'd say, excuse me, I'm losing my voice. She'd look at the star and she'd say, wow, look at that. It's beautiful. It's amazing. And they're a beautiful person. They're an amazing person. But they're behind you right now. You haven't noticed them yet. So again, with this, I'm just looking at this Queen of Swords here again. I'm just looking at this star card again. I'm looking at the two together. So you don't like feeling vulnerable. You don't like opening yourself up. You like to be on guard. Sometimes this naked woman can be about being vulnerable. I think with this new person that's coming in, you're not going to have to worry about that because you already know them, because I'm seeing conversations coming before you actually fall in love. So lots and lots of slow conversations, getting to know this person. This love's around you. You don't even know they're there. It's right behind you. You know this person who you're comfortable with, Sab, but you don't know that the love's there. So that's what I'm getting. And no chaos, no controlling. Look at the difference between the star and the Five of Wands. Totally different. This is totally calm. The other one's crazy. So you've got that. Okay, so just something else I'm getting here. Okay, I'm getting a distance. I'm feeling a little bit of guilt. It feels like someone's trapped in this guilt, actually. Yeah, I'm getting family here as well. I'm getting a distance, wishing on a star, wishing that they were close to you, wishing that they could be close to you, but they're not close to you. And yeah, this is family, definitely family. It feels like, yeah, this is really strange. It feels like someone's drifting away from you in their mind. It might literally be that they're losing their memory of you. So it might be that they're having some kind of problem, a health problem, mental health problem or something like that, and they're literally losing their memory. Or it might just be that they haven't seen you for a while and the memory of you is blurry and that's hurting them. When you haven't seen someone for a while and you try and picture their face and it gets blurry. That's the kind of thing I'm getting. So but they feel as if they should have been there. They feel as if they should have been there. Again, this is family. They feel as if they should have been there. They feel as if they should have been able to see your face more, and they can't see it now. They're far away from you. There's a little bit of friction between the two of you, or there was at one time. Maybe that's where that guilt's coming from, and it's coming from them. They're feeling the guilt, not you. Yeah, they wish they'd done more. They wish they were better. They wish there were better memories between you. That's what I'm getting really clearly now. So if this is making sense to you, if you know who this is, I don't think they'll reach out to you. I'm not seeing them deliberately, or I'm not seeing, not deliberately, what's the word? I'm not seeing them reaching out to you in person. I can't find the right word, but there's someone else in between, because I'm getting this kind of sandwich. It's like they're one piece of bread, you're the other one, and there's someone in between. And I think this person in between might have reached out to you before. If that's the case, they might try and reach out to you again. So I just want you to know that if that's you, because I think last time they did that, you felt a bit chaotic in your feelings. You're all mixed up inside, a bit like that Five of Wands again. So just a warning there. Whether you want to talk to them or not, it's totally up to you, obviously. But you don't want your feelings mixed around with again. So just that warning. And yeah, that they're in the Strength card as well. So I'll just say that here. Yeah, that they wished they'd tamed themselves. They wished they'd had more control over their lives. but they didn't. They couldn't control their lives, and because of that, they couldn't be around you. And they wished they'd been a better person for you, and they wish they were in your lives consistently. Because have a look at that infinity symbol above this woman's head. They wish they were there caring for you forever, but they weren't. They weren't able to do that, and they feel very guilty about that, whoever that is. Now, you might be quite angry with this person because you're coming up as this lion. So if that's how you feel, it's totally up to you, however you want to deal with this, because they did act in a bad way toward you. So however you want to deal with this person, it's totally up to you. I don't want you to feel any guilt about them. I don't think you should feel any guilt about them. I'm just getting that, so I just have to say that for someone, for I don't know why. Okay, whew, that's quite emotional. Okay, all right, so the first card you've got for futures, this Queen of Swords. Okay, so with this new love that's there, now they're not actually new. They're around you. You know them quite well, but it's new love. So it's going to take time for you to be close to them. It takes time for you to be properly close to anyone with this Queen of Swords. Okay, I'm just looking at the sequence between this and this Temperance card. So yeah, there's an opportunity coming up for you. There's an opportunity coming up for you. And it feels like you're right on the verge of this, whatever this is. And I think I saw this in your last reading. It's an absolutely fantastic thing. It's there for you. This is what's going to make you rise like a phoenix. That's what Temperance is about. Rising out of the ground, healing your emotions, healing your confidence. I'm getting that really strongly. So you've got this kind of loss of confidence, and I was getting that in the Five of Wands over there. That's going to come back once you say yes to this opportunity, and it's right in front of you. You're going to be able to say yes to it. It's going to come to you quite easily now. It was far away from you before. Now it's right there. It's right in front of you. That's going to help your confidence to grow. That's going to help you to move forward with lots of things in your life. Because if you look at this Eight of Swords, sorry, I'm saying Eight of Wands because I'm looking over at that. If you look at the Eight of Swords, that's how you were feeling, or maybe you still are. That's how you're feeling mentally. The Eight of Wands is how people see you, flying through the air, achieving things. Everything is fine, very confident. But the Eight of Wands, that's how you're feeling. Sorry, the Eight of Swords, sorry, that's how you're feeling on the inside. I want to move forward. I can't quite do this. I don't feel ready. I don't feel good enough. And if you look at this woman, I'll lift it up. She's got a blindfold around her eyes, and she's got this rope around her. And if she wanted to, she could physically pull them off, and she could see and she could move. But what's stopping her, it's not the physical, it's the mental, it's the emotional, it's what's inside you. So once you say yes to this opportunity, that's going to help you to lift up, like this Temperance card, like this beautiful angel there. And that is what's going to help you to take the blindfold off and move forward away from these swords. So that's what's going to help you. And then I think it's going to be really good timing. That's when you're going to be able to see this star, because you'll have the blindfold off and you'll see this person who's talking to you, who you're very comfortable with. You talk to them all the time. You talk to this person all the time, but you don't see love there. There's love there. The blindfold's going to come off and you're going to see this beautiful star. But don't worry about when this is all happening. It's all happening at the right time for you. That's what I'm getting. So Aries, I hope that made sense to someone. I always do these readings and I think, does that make sense? Is that crazy? So, but yeah, it's a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everyone, obviously. Thank you so much for watching.